There we go. And we're back once again, ladies and gentlemen, only on It Is Last Call. Last Call with the alcohol, only on the Last Call YouTube channel. Now, joining me here in location, he is getting ready. He has a fight coming up, and well, it's been a long time coming. That whole COVID thing has put him on the sidelines, and nobody wants to see that. I give you once again one of the rising stars of Golden Boy Promotions. I give you it is the Flair himself. I give you Blair Cobbs. Blair, how much was it killing you this past year? Just literally, you want to fight, you want to try to get a fight, but there's no fight lined up. This whole COVID thing was ruining everything. I mean, I'm guessing this past year has been for you like, okay, I just need to get in the ring and punch somebody because, God damn it, I miss it.
Yeah, it's been very frustrating. I went through a whole lot of ups and downs, fight camp after fight camp to at the end of the fight camp not having any fights. It's been rough. It's been rough. Golden Boy has been having a little bit of a hard time rebounding from the pandemic, and I've been having a very hard time rebounding from the pandemic. But it looks like things are starting to come back in the up and up. So I'm very happy and very pleased to be back on the scene.
So let's start off here with your fight coming up. It's going to be you versus Brad Solomon. He's been around the block. He's a guy who knows how to win ugly. How big is it for you for this fight just not getting suckered into his kind of fight? Because he'll probably want to make it, a boring fight. He'll want to make it one of those fights where you're just going, okay, I need to throw something because I want to knock him out. And he starts, using on the counters. How big is it being patient in this fight?
It's a very big thing. This particular fighter is interesting. He makes fights very boring. He's very calculative, and I'm the most excited man in boxing. I have to put on a big show, so I want to be out there and doing my thing and make it as crowd pleasing as possible, which will not be easy against such a savvy, calculative veteran like Brad Solomon. So I look forward to putting on a big show. I have a lot of really good talent in my corner, a lot of great trainers, and I've been training very, very hard to make sure that I get out there and please everyone and make sure that I come out victorious.
Let's talk about that. Freddy Roach and you are now working together. I know that's something that a lot of people were wanting to see. I know that your manager, your team, promoter, they all want, to get some more people in there who can help, develop your offense. What does Freddy do? Like for those who don't know, for those who think, trainers are just, they tell you what to do, they give you game plan. Like what does Freddy do to make you a better fighter without changing you?
Well, one of the main factors in that particular training camp is that everything is organized. Everything is very professional and very organized. We have a set time, we have a set schedule. Training, sparring is never like an issue, whereas though we don't have any sparring at all or any like quality fighters to spar at all. We always have somebody. We're always very, very consistent. We have a strength condition trainer on site to make sure that like my body is running on all cylinders. We're making sure that everything is set and planned as far as nutrition, supplements, and everything like that. Shout out to Snack Supplement. It's been that's probably one of the biggest things. Freddy Roach as a trainer is a pound for pound, one of the best trainers to ever do it. And in that particular type of training, through that particular type of trainer is helping me dramatically to up my game, to be able to be ready for the big leagues, be ready for the big fights, be ready and be developed to take on the big challenges and captivate those titles.
Now, this was you. A lot of this was you, but in your decision, because I know that talking to people, in the sport, you were not happy with your last win. You split decision win over Samuel McQuay. What made you change? Like, what was it about that fight that made you go, okay, I need to do some different things. I need to change things up if I want to get to that next level?
Well, I'm always trying to push myself and push the boundaries of my excellence, of my abilities. But it wasn't so much the fight as much as just realizing that I didn't have certain key factors in training leading up to that fight and other fights as well, and just wanted to up my game as best I possibly can. Um, Samuel Cote was a very strong fighter. He's African, for Christ's sakes. He's he's taking punches in that ring with Blair Flair, and I tried to make it as crowd pleasing as possible, also by giving up a couple rounds just to keep it a little bit of a back and forth thing. But still, even with that being said, I still don't think that it was anywhere close to a a split decision type of victory. That was a pretty plain cut, easy victory for me. Easily technically outboxing the guy. But it was a learning experience, and also I'm still trying to develop my skills and develop and take whatever I got in the gym into the actual fight. I don't have a big padded record of 20-0. It's not super consistent. I haven't been boxing so consistently in these fights to be able to show you guys what I truly have at this moment. So like it's just trying to stay in the game and find whatever key factors to make that big change to the big leagues without even though I have those handicaps. I'm not uh most of these other fighters that have quite a bit of fights coming straight out of the amateurs and is pretty in the gym and in the fight consistently. I have a lot of time gaps and things of that nature. So I have to be able to combat those type of adversities with my discipline in my training camp.
I'm trying to put this in the best way here. Safe to say, the Carlos Ortiz Cervantes, that was a fight where, as somebody said, that's when you became an effing fighter. That's when you realized, okay, I can handle anything, including when things go bad, because you get knocked down in the first round. And there's a lot of prospects. Once they get knocked down, they start freaking out. Like, oh crap, I got knocked down. What the hell happened? And we've seen, time and time again, sometimes that's when guys suffer their first loss, when things go bad. How much did you enjoy that fight in which, you proved to a lot of people, hey, I'm not just, this nice story. I'm not just, a guy with flair and personality. I got balls. I'll come back. I don't care if you drop me down. I'm gonna get back up. I'm gonna knock your ass out. And damn it, I don't worry about anything.
Yeah, I love the fact that that type of stuff happened, honestly, because it just adds drama to the fight, and that's what happened, and I love to see that, and I'm really the kind of person that loves to bounce back from adversity. So it was an inspiring fight, but also we have to keep in count and take in mind that like I fought 3 undefeated fighters leading up to that fight, and I've been knocked down before viciously by a guy named Villalobos, Stephen Villalobos, a very strong undefeated fighter that really don't get as much credit as that he really deserves. And he knocked me down. I don't know what it was, maybe the 6th round, and then I had to rally back and knock him out and end the fight in the 9th round. Fighting Caribbean. This is a guy named Caribbean that was an Armenian, a very strong, undefeated fighter also that's been knocking everybody out at a very a higher weight class than I was. I was coming from 140, and he was undefeated also. And I had to do my thing in there and captivate the NABF title. It's been one hell of a ride, to prove that I belong. And like that's been one of the key factors is proven to myself and also to those the naysayers and the promotions and the networks that Blair Flair is quality entertainment and the #1, the best out there.
If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we got his Blair Cobbs here on the show. We're talking all things, of course, his undefeated so far record. We're talking upcoming fight. We're talking Freddy Roach. How tough was that for you this past year? Just as you said, with everything going on, whether it was, fights getting canceled, having fight camps not, going on, Vegas being shut down, a lot of stuff, just not open. How much of this fight, this last year, were you looking around, go, okay, I really need something. Damn it, I need to get the hell out of here because this place is starting to drive me crazy. I mean, how much did you look at this past year and go, all right, I'm ready for it to end. Let's end the match. I want to get back to work. I'm getting sick of just, Netflix, training camps not working and me having to wear a friggin' mask all over the place.
Yeah, look, sometimes this is, if not sometimes, most times, if not most times, all the time. They're your biggest fight, and not just me as a fighter, but pretty much every fighter, biggest fight is going to be in life. Life is going to knock you down way more times than the ring will, and that's been one of the things that I had to battle with. I had to battle with depression. I had to battle with a relationship going sour, and a lot of things, battle with trying to spend as much quality time with my children, even though I don't have that time, and things like that. It's been one hellified roller coaster, but at the end of the day, when I've risen from hell, because that's what it really was, going through the whole pandemic thing and not having a fight, and going through depression, going through anxiety, going through loss of probably like my only relationship, and just all of those factors is hell. And out of the fire of hell, I've risen once more to become the true man that I'm supposed to be. So I've survived and persevered through that type of adversity, and honestly, that type of strength that I've mastered is going to show come June 19th.
As you mentioned before, you suffer from depression and anxiety. A lot of us do, but a lot of people don't like talking about it because it's still, for a lot of circles, sort of taboo. It's, you break an arm, okay, that's fine. You understand how to fix it. You even, sometimes, okay, I have a gambling problem. I have drinking problem. People are more sympathetic. Mental disease. There's a lot of people who still don't get it. They'll go, oh, what do you have to be depressed about? What do you have to be, anxious about? Hey, you're fighting. You're getting paid. You're a celebrity. How tough was that for you coming out and saying, look, I need help. I need, to get this fixed when, especially in boxing, this is a very macho, community where, hey, we don't talk about depression. We don't talk about anxiety. That's something that doesn't exist. It's, broken bones, concussions, all that we'll talk about. But hey, let's not talk about mental disease. That's just not, that ain't cool in boxing.
Yeah, I agree how people will not take in consideration mental health. Mental health is very important, and I've come to learn that and understand that in my in what I've gone through. It's been tough, and I have nothing but love for every single person on this planet that may be going through depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. I mean, these are just things that's a very human reality for not just fighters but everyone. So I just hope that that people take this a little bit more personal, a little bit more serious, because it's no joke. People are going through a lot, and even the people that are very successful in life can be going through a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and be having suicidal thoughts. It's just one of those things. I mean, we live in an age where people don't even think or blink twice to hear about another celebrity dying from an overdose on drugs, Was it the overdose on drugs, or was it something bigger, something thicker, something more than just, he just had a drug problem? You know, it's sometimes it's more than that. So most times it's the fact that he's dealing with some things, some demons inside of him, you know, that he needs help. You know, people need help. People need more love, and it's not enough love in this country, and it's not enough love in this world. And I wish that there would be some program that can help people and really have true compassion for humanity.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am proud to have him. We're proud to have on the show. I give you undefeated boxing sensation / entertainer / thespian and mental health advocate. I give you Blair Cobbs. Blair, before I let you go, where can fans check you out at? Where is the Twitter page, Instagram, the website? Whoever sponsor is going to be for this fight coming up.
Oh, well, first of all, I'd like to say a big shout out and huge thank you to the Last Call podcast. And hey, you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Blair the Flair. And for more exciting content, BlairTheFlair.com. Blair the Flair is the most exciting man in boxing. So hey, that's how it is, baby. Woo!
Blair Cobbs, ladies and gentlemen, once again, always a pleasure and honor having him on the show. Stay tuned for more great action coming up, though, only on It Is Last Call. Last Call that the alcohol only on It Is the Blue Wire Hustle YouTube channel.